Hi everybody, here we are with the back nine of the opening round in the Spring Major for rookie level, as always on the channel using rookie level clubs only. Let's get started. Hole number 10, and we have a drop here as well. Even though we don't have much tailwind, we can still go for it with a big topper. Max top spin, 1 bar side spin to the right, stretch out there and find that position. We need 2 to 2.5 rings extra here. Adjust max plus 10, then push back up to max. Then I'm going with a couple of rings of overpower. Could go with a little bit more, but I think 2 rings is fine, and you'll see this comes in just about right. Wouldn't like to be going with any less, that's for sure. Important to hit it perfect with the big topper. It could cost you a very easy eagle wedge. Bounces nicely. We do have room to go another ring if we want, but we just have a very lucky deflection off the rock there. It's a bit of a lottery, same with the front 9, but rolling very nicely down there for an easy eagle wedge. Max plus 10 is the adjustment here at max distance with backbone level 7 red ring, touching the rough on the right. And we have almost 1 bar of top spin and a little smidge of left spin here. Just have a look at where we're aiming, slightly left cup here I think. Max plus 10, the adjustment. As I said on the front 9, if you have higher level backbone, you will need to either reduce your top spin or move back a couple of yards in your landing position. So max 10 is the adjust, and we hit perfect, and this one bounces very, very nicely there and rolls very nicely in for a hole in 1. Just a lovely amount of pace there. Hole number 12 is next, and we have a slightly friendlier wind here than we did on the front 9. So red ring touching the rough on the left at max distance with the Titan and the extra mile. Max top spin, so that's 4.5 top spin, 2 bars, side spin to the left. Adjust max plus 10 here. Can't push up because we have headwind, so instead we go with 3 to 4 rings of overpower and half of the ball outside the adjustment ring to the left in curl. Great ball here, but doesn't matter. We have room either side for a minor great, and we see it demonstrated there very nicely. Bounces and rolls suitably down the fairway. Second shot again here, I'm going with the Goliath as I do not want to be in between clubs. Here I would like you to try mid -5. And we did just adjust this one slightly. So 3.5 top spin once again here, but aim as best you can with the ball guide that you have on your long iron. Aiming dead centre of the rough there, halfway between the sand line and the fairway line. And here's the adjustment. But like I said, this is an over adjustment. We do miss this one on the right. So mid -5 or even mid -10 would be better here, just to reduce the adjustment slightly. But a very good chance of albatross bounces exactly where we want to in terms of the height of the rough, and a very good speed as well. Hole number 13. This one we're using the Guardian because the Sniper for me doesn't have enough backspin. Going with 3.6 bars of backspin, could maybe go with a smidgen more as well. We don't want to come in way too hot, so maybe 3.7 would be better. The adjustment here, I under adjust this one. Instead of going max, I go mid numbers, so I would encourage you to go max plus 10 rather than mid plus 10. And you will see, therefore, we do miss to the right. And could come in a little bit slower, but still, even though we roll down the back here, it is not going to risk the rough. So 3.7 backspin, max plus 10 rather than mid would be more appropriate. Hole number 14. Now we're going big topper once again with max top spin and 1 bar of right spin. Once again the red ring touching the rough. In fact, I don't go max top spin here, I go 8 bars top spin. But there is a little bit room for max top spin if you wanted to go with max. I go with a navigator just to cut the wind down a little bit. So 8 top, 1 right is what I'm doing here. Red ring just in the rough there, and the adjustment is max plus 10. Perfect ball away, and don't forget, if you do want the wind charts, they are on the channel, Rookie, Pro and Expert. Hope to have Master later on, so plenty of content available. And also, if you are playing Pro, check out my opening round first look highlights also on the channel. So second shot here, I'm going mid plus 20. And here it's all about trying to line up the best you can with the ball guide that you can. Or as in what you have available at least. Depending on the club level, for me, Backbone 7, not the best ball guide in the world, but it's enough to make a good guess at. But we do just narrowly miss this one. Obviously, if you are slightly nearer with your drive position, then you probably want to tweak your adjustment and go in between mid and max. But look, lovely speed, but just a little bit offline. Hole number 15, very nice wind here, straight tailwind, and another no move target. So don't touch the target until you adjust your rings. 4.5 topspin, 2 bars side spin to the right. Adjust max plus 10, push back up to max. And going with half a ball of curl to the right. Hit perfect with the Titan. Can drop down to a Katana, to be honest, if you want to, and even a Quasar might reach, but especially with lower level rookie clubs, you might want a power 3 ball just to make it slightly easier. So from there, we're going sniper to the pin. And again, I've got limited backspin available here, so you might want to use the Viper or the Guardian, depending what you've got available. And just got to make the best of what ball guide we have. I do go with a few bars of backspin and a little bit of left spin here, and trying to aim as best as possible at the pin. However, I do feel here I need to aim slightly more to the left. The ball guide was right side of cup there, and it does need to be slightly more to the left. You'll see why in a moment. Mid plus 40 was the adjustment there. Medium distance, 40% elevation, and the speed is good, but like I say, we do need to offset a little bit more to the left. My aim was not very good there, but still a good chance, good win for the Albatross attempt. Here we're going with a rough bump with a sniper and a navigator. 3 bars backspin, and have the ball guide here if you have the sniper. Just going to the cup there. Mistake here, I adjusted the wrong numbers. You need to adjust mid plus 5. I over adjusted this one, so we miss right. So operator error, add the wrong percentage in on the app. So mid plus 5 is what you need to do in this crosswind scenario. Obviously a sniper is preferred for the ball guide, but can be done with other wood clubs as well. Bounces nicely, perfect speed, but of course with the wrong elevation in the app, going to miss slightly to the right. Hole 17, 3 top spin, 3 right spin with a Katana, and we're going to do half of the red ring inside the rough on the left. Max plus 25 is the adjustment. And then once adjusting, we're not going to push up, but we're going to go with a little bit of curl to the left. Hit perfect, and we just want to bounce over and then take a nice roll along this second section of fairway to set up for a rough bump with our long iron. Here we go then, going to play directly in front of the bunker between the sand and the fairway. 1 bar of backspin. However, I do think we need to just shove our landing position a little bit more towards the green here. The adjustment I did here was mid plus 10. But we drop down to a lower point here, and I think that's what causes us to lose distance. So just need to aim slightly further down or go with a smidge less backspin. You'll see here we do bounce very nicely. And look at this, we're on course, but the pace just is lacking there, and we miss slightly to the left. So small tweak there, very good chance for an eagle. Finally, on to hole 18, little bit of a nasty headwind angle here. So I'm going with a Kingmaker just to make it a bit easier. Stretch out, ball guide pointing straight down the middle with 4.5 topspin and some side spin to the right. Now we're going to adjust max plus 10, but we do need some additional overpower here. I go with 3.5 to 4 rings. I would say that should be your minimum amount. Especially with lower level drivers, you will have to go nearer to max OP. Look at the wind effect here. That second bounce just checks up, and we barely make it over by about a ring. So definitely need to add a little bit of overpower just to be on the safe side. Second shot here, going with the Viper just to give myself a little bit more backspin. And I'm playing this one mid plus 20. 4 backspin and some side spin to the left, 2 bars, but just need to alter our aim here to provide us a little bit of an offset. Again, we've just got to cope with the ball guide that we have, and this is an outside chance of an albatross, but at worst, going to be a very, very safe eagle. So mid plus 20. And then we're going to hit perfect. There we go, perfect away. Bounces nicely after the rough there, but just needed either a little bit more adjustment or a little tweak to the landing position. Hope this has been helpful. Good luck, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.